Somebody asked, want to know how I know all about that? In like oh shit, look at that. Is this broken graphics card or is this just the haze of the day? Oh dude, if I go out here and it's all hazy, I'm hyped. Oh, it looks like it's haze. So like, why do I know about the North Hollywood shooting as a thing, or why do I know about it at all when people keep trying to hide this shit? Like, it's something that happened while I was growing up. Dude, I've never met a bank robber that was like, it was worth it. Like, never, dude. I've never, like, the #1 bank robber I knew played chess and was like, oh, it is just outside fucking smog haze. That's cool. We got some heavy pollution in the air. Like, that guy played chess. He was really smart about it. He was like, yeah, bro, that's what you do in prison. And I was like, the fact that you casually play chess with me is a sign that you weren't like with some really racist organization in prison and people were just like, oh, you're not racist. Yes, you are free to hang out and not be raped. Because that's what really happens. You get caught up with like a gang or like a syndicate or somebody on the inside that has serious control, and they're like, bro, you're pretty. You need to do some things. If nothing else, for somebody else to establish dominance in real ways. Because the first thing you have to do when you get in there is pecking order regardless. There are people that go to prison and just chill out and try and be casual about it, and those people will learn a craft and a trade either way, because that's what prison does if you give it the opportunity. But some people just do fucked up shit and go, haha, I'll be here. Because prison mentality says don't fuck with me, because if I get fucked with, somebody else is gonna fuck with me. I've never found people take a religious exception to hurting people over Buddhism. Old Kung Fu movies are like, Taoists and Buddhists will fight, and I'm like, only at like a high-end level of we're all martial artists. And like, at that high-end level, it's usually like, I'm a Taoist and I thought I should do some things, and now things are really bad, so I have to definitely do some things. Like, Pai Mei was considered one of the worst people ever, but in reality, if you were with him, you were with him. Like, one of the things that he's accused of is like, alright, so this is actually important. If I'm not mistaken, like, the Chinese government looks at a Buddhist temple which has Taoists in it, as well as a whole bunch of other people, because it's just a temple and it's a religious spot, so people who are like from what I understand, in real serious ways, like, people who believe in Taoism and Buddhism believe themselves like cousins, more or less, in the grand scheme of this is what's going on. So So they're like always next to each other. Like it's pretty common to see a Taoist and Buddhist temple in the same spot. At least in like mainland China, when you're not going to the top of the mountain or to the deepest parts of the forest. Because if you look around, like in the deepest parts of the forest, you have people that have tigers and stuff that run Buddhist temples. But so like the Buddhist temple, like this is one of those everybody can learn martial arts Buddhist temples. Everybody is killed except for 5 people. One is a layman with long hair. One is Bak or Pai Mei, depending on how you call him. And one is the woman that created Wing Chun. And then she'd go on to be like, yeah, I just left and I'm going to go do some other things. And then she teaches Wing Chun to a whole bunch of other women. The other 2 are just some guys. Like, they're just some Buddhist monks that know a lot of Kung Fu. Pai Mei, being the #1 badass he is, starts like a rebellion to go against the Qing plus get revenge. His people get captured, probably because somebody ratted, but fuck it. China, people want money because holy shit, do they live in a society? Okay, so this guy, you pensively happy? You don't look upset. I didn't even pay attention if you care. But like, so Pai Mei proceeds to get told, bro, you got to do some things if you want anyone to survive by the Chinese government. And this is after he's caused the rebellion. And he's like, that fucking sucks. And they're like, bro, you don't do this shit, we're killing everybody. Your guys, their guys, everybody. So Pai Mei has to go back to like the Buddhist temple, and he proceeds to beat like at least one of the last 2 guys to death. I don't remember what happened to the other guy. I don't know if he killed both of them. I know one of them dies to 10 tigers' claws, and that's for sure. Oh, I don't even have it for that. That's upsetting. I have to casually sneeze on somebody for this level. Look at this guy. This is cool. The first thing he does after this is go off to do some quick meditation. Like the first example I've heard of Buddhists taking a religious exception with somebody is there was like a Buddhist Christian alliance in like Cambodia or Thailand, and their Lama was like, yo, purge. And that was to the Buddhists and the Christians against the Muslims because they think they've gotten out of hand.
What happened? Did you find my brother?
Of course I found him. He's safe and sound. Just needs to catch his breath.
Thank you. The universe will reward you for your good deeds. I should not give in to base emotions, but I feel such a great relief that he is unharmed.
But those guys remind me of like some of the Liberian hordes because they were just people in like warm weather clothes like pants, shirts, or like shorts, carrying around heavy automatic weapons, being like, please do not give me a reason, or please give me a reason so I can be exuberant. I'll just open that door for him later. Speaking of which, I used to call myself an Asura just because of how wild I got over how pissed off people could make me. Not even in that video game sense, but in the actual like my rage knows no end fucking sense. Because holy shit do I get fucking sadistic when people piss me off. But I think we've all seen this at this point, in one way or another. And if we haven't, I'll give you an example. On some. If you want to cry about it, we can definitely make you cry about it. Alright. But like, Islam is suffering right now, mostly to its own attrition of we like to be really, really like. Alright, so. Where'd you go? Oh, bro. There we go. Oh, that's a pain in the ass to steal the car from over here. Why are you in the middle of the street, bro? Alright, where's the guys with the guns? That guy's got a gun. And a gun. Okay. You have a gun? Alright. Where'd you go? Oh. Dude, this shit is like, oh, it's probably the RTX that's slowing it down on the screen. But the RTX for the fog. The fog. Alright, you know what? Here, let's see if this affects it. Just turn this off. I didn't, no. Alright, so settings. Probably because I have a body on me. Alright, turn this off. Apply. Fog doesn't look as dense. Okay, so people in government don't like that I'll figure out a way to do whatever I want no matter what. And no matter what they do to impede me, it doesn't matter because I'll still do whatever I want. Okay, with that in mind, why are you making it hard? Because it just pisses me off. Like, seriously, if I'm gonna do whatever I want either way, are you, like, trying to stop me to say, haha, we can stop you, in which case, okay, I get it. But if you acknowledge you're just blowing and wasting resources, then you should either kill me or just let me do whatever the fuck I want. Somebody got their feelings hurt? I don't know what to tell you. Let's make a phone call.
How'd you describe Watson in one sentence?
The Japanese built them, but the Chinese lived in it. North side used to be plated in chrome, now it's covered in rust. We have an entire...
Like, if I can't do anything about a situation, it's not for me to do something about the situation. I just leave it alone. It's not worth me wasting my time, energy, or resources to make shit stop.
See you around.
Remember, media lies.
I can save more things for my... What do you want, bro? You want a pet? Oh yeah, you good? What do you want? I can turn the light on over there if you want to go out over there. But it's getting cold. Where are you going? You want to go back out? Stuart McKenzie, I don't know if it's you blowing the whistle that's pissing my dog off, but I'll attribute it, if nothing else, to you because you taught other people that was a trick. Oh, I love how your eyes got big, like, why are you blaming me? Well, Stu, this is the thing. You're my neighbor. My dog always beelines to your house, and I have to deal with that usually. This is the right, nope, this is the one I want. Like, Stu, you can be like, there are other people in the neighborhood at the people like 159 Upper Whitfield Road, and I'd be like, yeah, but you know what? Those people didn't know the stilo enough to make it happen. Like, those people aren't smart enough. They're just smart enough to use like other resources like Telegram and stuff to track my phone and then find out where I am. But in the grand scheme of being smart, they aren't, because they had to use other people's resources to do it. Ian Borda, Kakashi, Max Powers, Ian Francisco, whatever he wants to call himself, has to deal with the fact that with all his resources to get shit done, I still make him go, man! That also felt like Nicole, but it wasn't. It wasn't Nicole. It's over the things they've done to her and how they're coming back to them. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Holy shit! What a shot. Also, notice my dog, after not going outside, is just calmly like on the floor chilling now with nothing like it was so exuberant to go out. It was asking me to go check the door and shit. I go open my door and then I come back and now it just wants to chill and it didn't even want to go outside suddenly. How does that work? Do you just like to show that you have a little bit of semblance of control, Stu? And you can pretend you affected me somehow by blowing the whistle until my dog was pissed off? In which case the dog pisses me off? How's that job you got with, the cops, the Ulster County Sheriff?
See what's good.
I gotta get like 50 grand and then I'm good. Dude, you gonna put that gun in your... Oh my god, that's not how a lightsaber works, kid. Alright, so this is Jotaro. This is Lucy Thackeray. I think this is the truck. Fuck it. Oh, there's a cop in there. That's a drug deal. People are looking into Anastasia. Well, before they fixed her nose, and then like right after they fixed her nose, it elongated and became Dubanian. It was crinkled into the witch's toe. So like, I don't know what to say. Oh, that guy probably died. I wouldn't mess with Anastasia too much if I were you. Like, her pocket of Cyrillic was pretty serious. She also has, like, at least high faith in God and enough to recognize the monuments. So, like, karmically, you're probably going to get your shit pushed in. Insufficient components. Why do I know you can't deal with Anastasia as a bad person? Do you have a legitimate reason? Like, as you sit there contemplating how to fuck with me, and you can only, let's think about this, guys. You can't fuck with me directly at all. So you pretend people that are involved with me are the only people you can fuck with, because if you fuck with me directly, it hurts. Which means you're being pussy. If I started fucking with your family, friends, co-workers, conspirators, stuff like that, I would be in serious trouble. And if you don't want to say I am, then, like, if you don't want to say I would be in serious trouble, and I'm free to do what I want, understand, I'm not a piece of shit rapist like you. I'll just kill them and leave the body and be like, enjoy. I love how people get so grimacy over that. That's not gonna work. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Come on, get in. Oh, get in there, bro. Holy shit. Ow, it hurts. Hurts bad, Chauncey. Like, Stu, here, I got a question, Stu. Are you mad at me because Magdalene got quiche out? Okay, you as a cop, you as a fucking cop, know who the quichers are, and you blame me for it. If nothing else, because I caused a problem, and she was my neighbor. You're a fucking idiot and a coward, Stu. If you expect me to take care of your daughter because you as a cop cannot, you're a piece of shit. Quit your job, shoot yourself in the face, and live without dishonor. Like, you watch the cops release ticks on my property to the point that your cat picks up so many, or should I say Magdalene's cat picks up so many, it dies from blood loss and Lyme disease, because that's the stilo. But once again, it's my fault. You don't want me to pick the cat up out of the summer heat, because fuck that, it needs to smell bad, so when I give it to Magdalene, she can be especially mad that the nigger across the road, that is the road he owns, is a piece of shit and a problem. Yeah, Stu, I like, Stu, we can do this all day. You can be like, well, this is your fault, and I'll be like, so, well, here we go, Stu. I gave you a shitload of child porn and a shitload of child porn in the event it was my fucking, like, my phone and my and my computer. And I know Magdalene was in those photos. I know. I didn't know it was her at the time until I saw her quiche out later and was real thick. Okay? So you can't blame that on me. You sent her to college with me, and you expect me, as I'm like talking to people, to notice that she's going through shit when she's been a full-bodied woman as long as I've known her as an adult. Last time I saw Magdalene was with your other kids running around naked, and I was like, oh, I guess that's what y'all do. Enjoy yourselves. And that was as a child, Stu. I'm talking like 3 or 4. I don't pay attention hard. Your kids don't pay attention to me. My general rule is I don't fuck my neighbors' lives up. If Mike Farrow, much like you, is a total piece of shit, and I know Mike Farrow's a total piece of shit, because, you know, him and Amanda will sit at the table, look at each other, and Amanda will turn completely red, because holy shit, has some things gone down. Like, the obvious signs of visually wet from a daughter looking at her dad and then looking at me, because fuck it, her dad and Ethan have done some things, isn't really my problem, Mike. It's your problem, but you want to blame it on other people. So Mike Farrow, as you like broke into my property, which I notice you're encroaching on by cutting trees down, to the point that your wife goes, "The fuck are you doing?" And you go, "I'm trying to get good with the town, you know, get good with the town." You trade off Maureen for some hot young poos, and then like you're upset nobody can cook and clean for you, but it's okay because you got hot young poos for 10 minutes, and you've got the money from selling stuff from my property. Like, we've got an air compressor, which was really ironic that the cops tipped me off by letting air out my tires so I could go home, try and put the air in, and then find out there is no air compressor at your house because it's gone, because I sold it for money. Like, Mike, you really want me to go out there and be like, "Hey, bro, I'm going to fuck you the fuck up," and then fuck you the fuck up? Because we both know that's not my issue. Like, I am more than willing to do all this stupid shit that people know I do. Somebody got cut in the gut? I don't know who that is. Somebody got a cesarean scar because... Okay, somebody got a cesarean scar because somebody's family wanted to see somebody cut open. Not even like... Okay. So it's not here yet, but there's a thing like right around here that I would usually use to turn on the lights and turn on or off the lights. And cameras. Don't know if I can make it in this door. Might not have the... Oh, I got the tech. Done fucked it up. Oh, that's unfortunate. Fucked it up. Just so I can walk out the front now. Wow, people are upset I made them realize that they're a piece of shit. And they're gonna call me a piece of shit because I made them realize they're a piece of shit. Wow, you guys are simple. He hurt my feelings telling me the truth, so I have to get revenge. Bro, kill yourself. Stu, feel free to kill me, or at least make a solid attempt so I can go to your house, talk to your wife, and be like, "Hi, I'm taking those guns from under his bed." Like, that's the problem, Stu. If you wanted to blame my sister because she was doing stupid shit for, like, Sergio, and the town doesn't do anything but make her continuously do stupid shit for people like Sergio, you'd be better off. But you know what? Then you would have to look at yourself as a cop and go, why am I doing this? Oh, you'd actually say that. As a cop, you'd be like, why am I busting Sergio? Because if nothing else, Sergio causes me pain. And that's cognitively counterintuitive to what the cops as slave catchers do. Like, obviously, you don't care about actual justice either way, and the bad guys are irrelevant as long as they're brown. And since we can bust out that the shade meme from like Family Guy, here, let's do that. Like, here. Like, here we go, Stu. Is this the problem, Stu? Look at this nice Turkish man in his fez. Or from Madagascar in his fez. Notice we do shade check, and this is okay. But we look down here, these would not be okay. Is this the problem, Stu? Is I didn't do anything but fall into these categories. So no matter how much drugs Sergio says he does not have, but you know he's selling as an informant, or Ian Borda is selling as an informant, it's okay, because they're light-skinned, right? Like, here, let's take it a little further. Like, yeah, that runaway slave patrol, right? Gotta catch the nigger. Gotta catch the nigger. That runaway slave patrol, right? Gotta catch the nigger. Gotta catch the nigger. That runaway slave patrol, right? Gotta catch the nigger. Gotta catch the nigger. Fuck out of my face, dude. Once again, Stu, you can blame me for Magdalene's predicament, but the fact that you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get some young ass poos, because it's what everybody's doing, means you're a fucking idiot and a disgrace to your badge, if your badge meant anything more than I'm gonna catch slaves. If all you thought your badge meant was, I'm gonna catch slaves, then okay, I get it, fuck it, you know? Like, obviously, that's the issue. But, like, if you thought your badge meant more, like it was an honor and security thing, then yes. Yeah, you should probably feel like shit. That's why you can't handle me, the cognitive dissonance? Bro, it shouldn't be cognitive dissonance. If all you have is, I'm a racist guy doing racist jobs for racist people, you're probably going to lose a lot more than what you thought was just some racist bullshit.
I'm not part of the gang.
I know.
Tex blacked out again. Piece of shit. And you are?
V, your brother sent me to get you out of here.
Bertie? Okay, just a moment.
Look, we don't have time for this.
Everything you got in here belongs in a scrapyard.
We gotta dealt it now.
Since you're still here, run a scan.
Pressure's falling. Same with the temperature.
He's going into shock. I'll try to stem the bleeding. You, give him a unit of scent blood. Come on, it's on the table. First from the left. Just not in my hand. Okay, Gotta wait a bit before it closes up.
Just finish up already.
Alright. Crisis averted. Looks like. Rest he'll just have to sleep off. Thanks. Now we can go.
Keep close to me. Head down. Come on. Just a little farther.
Cops are losing their livelihoods. On what level? On the I can't handle that I'm a bad guy level? Because that's whatever. I don't really care. If it's on a, yo, my job is fucked up. I have no job. Yo, pigs are the fastest animals to go feral. Let's see you rob, cheat, and steal. Go full cartel, asshole. I'll be more than likely to talk to you afterwards. Not on friendly terms, but at least willing to talk to you.
Hey, Lucy's safe.
But hey, at least we can all talk in a real, this is what's going on way. As equals. Which I know some of you might go, please don't do this to me. Was that Stu asking? Well, it certainly wasn't me, because if the cops showed up and were like, we're going to fuck with your whole life, I'd be like, hot. Let's see how far we can all take this. Alright, so the cops want to accuse me of knowing what to do to fuck with them? I obviously don't know what to do, because if I did, your life would be harder. And I'd probably have what I want, which is either you doing justice, or you fucking with me in a real, I'm gonna stab you or shoot you or something and you deserve this way. But Stu thought about that and then couldn't get in my house and got mad and has been blowing dog whistles ever since, because that's all he can do. Because he's not a cop anymore, he's a whistleblower. Like, a cop would get some shit done, one way or the other. There's no helping Kashi now because he's just fucked with. Like, have you cops gotten paid in any actual money, or is it all like fucking like the paper derms, which are trash and not real? It was money wire transfers? Oh, well then at least you guys actually got paid, because that's real money too. Unless of course they patched it in like Russian rubles or another kind of currency, in which case you're fucked. This guy dead yet? No. Okay. Why can't I grab this guy? Okay. Like, you guys want to say I fuck with the cops? I really try not to fuck with the cops, because kangaroo court is the next step. Also, yo, Vosper, you want to talk about how my life went after you looked at Margaret Gibbons and said, the chances of that kid handing out and that kid was in reference to me, handing out white kids in reference to people like Kira, and then being like, doesn't matter, fuck it, we're kicking that kid to the curb. Also, don't talk to him. Yeah, that's pretty rough, Vosper. It's kind of ironic you retired early from becoming a judge, even though you look like Paul Little. I mean, Vosper Sr., because that's who I'm talking to. Because I'll talk to John Vosper Jr. as soon as I have like something other than he doesn't fuck Jen Vagel. Because I don't think that's the issue. If Jen Vagel's gone missing for years and years because of that shit, and like there are just kids popping up, that's a different issue. Oh god. I'm gonna die. I got a lot of leeway though. Okay. This one. Why did you throw a grenade? Like, Jen Vagel's body implied she either had Khazar milkers, because it wasn't Jen valedictorian, so she might have had actual Khazar milkers. But if she didn't have Khazar milkers, obviously she's done a lot of Kishin. Either way, am I mad? I don't know if I should be. I do know Jen got mad when I got laid because she took a picture of it and was like, motherfucker. What do I mean she took a picture? Okay, so when I got laid, I was making out at James Hoskins' house. Me losing my virginity, it was like, whatever. I'd been hanging out with Margaret and James for a while. Margaret was talking to me in front of everybody at school, making out with me, and then proceeded to be like, yeah, you want to go have sex? Which was casual, normal shit to me, because, like, that's how I believe it's done. I need a car. Shouldn't there be a small one around here? Here it is. Alright. So, me and Margaret start to do the deed in James Hoskins' bed, which is like up the road from my house. And, like, people are like, are you really for real? Like, I don't know what the issue is, but apparently people believe for some reason I shouldn't get laid or something. Ow. Are we really doing this? Here's one. Although this is probably the glitter spot that has people just chilling at it. Anyway, so me and Margaret do the deed. Yeah, I have to be honest. Like, I don't know what it is, but whatever Margaret did to me, I could not hear her at all. I've gotten yelled at like 3 different times, apparently, for Margaret being loud and then not even realizing it. Yeah, this has got fucking tiger claws at it, and I'm too heavy for that. What do I mean? Margaret, you're asking what I mean? Okay. So I gave you the dick, like, well, actually, you gave me the poussoir first time at James's house. Although we were real obvious because it was like, hey, we're going up to James's room to do the damn thing. Like, I did not, I couldn't hear shit, like, at all, as far as I'm concerned. People around me were apparently, like, hearing lots of crazy shit. I could not. I was deaf to the world, apparently. Don't know why. Also, I hold my breath during sex like I'm going underwater. Or at least I did for a long time. People like to say I've been raped, but nobody will look at me as a black kid and say I've raped you while you were too fucked up. Mostly because I think they're afraid of getting hurt. I'm sure one or two people have tried, but I'm pretty much like, I'll fight forever, so people get mad. It's not worth it ultimately to try that hard. Like, if you've stuck a dick in my mouth, but you haven't had the will to go, I stuck a dick in your mouth to me, obviously you have no balls. What makes me say that? Isn't like part of the joy of fucking with somebody being like, bro, I fucked with you so bad there's nothing you can do. Like, I fuck with people so bad, I'm avoided, ostracized, and a pariah. Which is okay, because I hate scum. I would rather not deal with scum. Does this mean I live in a lonely world? Yeah, but you know what else it means? It means I don't have scum around me. Like, I hear Daryl and Schmagmar tried to rape me after, like, I got too drunk and started to get driven by other people's desires. Namely, like, Cassie, who got addicted to heroin for looking at them and going, you guys are trying to rape the black kid? You want to fuck me instead? Oh, the black kid's too gone. I guess he ain't fucking. How much does it cost to take this point away? Because I can put it here. $5K to reset perks. Every time I reset perks, I feel like I failed myself. This is a waste, though. Tom and Daryl want to say, why do I fuck with Alex? Daryl, you couldn't go near to me after my fight with Pockets. You just fucking cut the fuck out, so shut the fuck up. Tom at least had to deal with me on and off until I fucked Kayla Schwal. We had to fight, and he was like, I'm gonna kill you in my rage! And I was like, bro, I'm depressed and I'll still wipe the floor with you. Also, Tom, here, I'll go full screen for that. Tom, I want you to remember, you fucked Kayla Schwal for years while fucking Margaret and fucking Crime take the super finger from Dane Cook, okay? Crime is pregnant with your kid after you kill Kayla Schwal with, oh, I'll do anything to get you back. Let's do some dope. She dies from an overdose. I go to her wake, you get out of like mental health, prison, whatever you want to call it, come see me and go, you done fucked my bitch and told her if I gave her drugs she was gonna die, and she died when I gave her drugs. And I was like, you don't see the problem with this? You proceed to fight me under my own terms, which was, I got this fucking boken. I proceed to hit you in the fucking head and deflect your shots. I wish I had a camera. It was a valuable duel and nothing else other than this is an important moment because this duel is over something. You lose. You fucking lose. I'll fight until people don't want to fight anymore because that's what a real fight is about. That's what a war is about. You just look at me and go, I could not win in a way I enjoyed. And then you disappeared for the rest of like eternity. I saw you at fucking my market. Bro, you got money to buy that shit? Dude, I love you, Tom, but you're a complete fuck up. Like, you have kids, you take care of your kids. That's cool, Tom. No, you don't. You ain't got money like that. You still living in your parents' house? You notice your dad cut out on you like a couple weeks after I left? Because if nothing else, my reputation in town and me showing up means either you're a fuck up or he's a fuck up. Tom, are you incensed? Feel free to come visit me at my house, dude. 10 Upper Whitfield Road, Accord, New York. I know you live in Kerhonkson on like Burm Road or something that leads to that leads to the hotel, but it's an offshoot. You also, Tom, you also live near one of the secluded fucking roundhouses that's out there. Did you ever feel of just moving into that and being like, it's mine now? Is somebody gonna cry? Is this where we're at? Alright, if I can make it to 7 and then go to the Ripper Dock, I'm good. I should probably go. This is what I need to go do. You know what? Let's sell some bullets so I'm sure I have the money, and then we'll go straight to fucking doing that shit. Oh, those are so trash out cheap. Also, here, let me bring it back. Also, Tom, now you're so traumatized by me, you can't be in my presence. And if a girl mentions me with you around and no one else around, you're going to get violently psychotic on her to the point that you really did rip Margaret Gibbons' like uterus out, and she has a stoma right here because her guts are all fucked up. Fuck out my face, dude. Somebody wants to accuse me of thinking it's funny? I don't think it's funny. Margaret, do you think I think the last 20 years were funny in the grand scheme of this bitch refuses to talk to me, has had one of my kids, and has allowed the cops to look at her and go, don't talk to the nigger, and she said, oh, okay. Like, if you wanted to say you didn't mean to call the cops on me, which I keep hearing from you, but every time you go, please don't make me talk about this, it makes me realize I fucked up, that means you're seriously fucking up, because if you didn't want to fuck up, you'd acknowledge you fucked up and then try to fix it. Also, notice if you're trying to fix it with the cops, but not fixing it with me, you're not trying to fix it in my eyes. You're just trying to, you know, like, see if the cops care. And if the cops already told you, fuck off with that kid, like, yeah, we're done here. Like, you don't want to know that's how corrupt local police are? I don't know what to tell you. If you don't want to know local police are that corrupt, you have other issues than, like, Because I, as somebody who would rather deal with them, have to know and then go, fuck you, you can't fuck with me. That's the number one thing. I can't be fucked with by the cops because I'll blatantly acknowledge they're crooked and fucked up. I'm not going to look at them and be like, you guys are really good people, you done did some things. I look at them and I go, why don't you fucking do your fucking job? And then they get mad. Like, people will be like, Alex can't be fucked with. It's because if you fuck with Alex, he fucks with you back. And then you're like, my life is hard. And that is nothing but Max Hardcore and Paul Little. Like, if I lived in, like, any of the oligarchy states, any of the hegemony states, any of the, glorified republics with, parliaments, but they still wear the wigs, because holy shit, does shit get weird when you go to, like, international court. You ever see, like, British lawyers still wear, like, powdered wigs and shit in the courtroom, like, the fuck? But you know what? America's the only place that's like, yo, you keep your mouth shut, you'll be fine. Everywhere else, you're at the mercy of the system you're there at. Here, you can at least fight back. Number one way to fight for most people is pay to win with money. People who have been institutionalized in real ways, they just fucking chill. They go, I know the law. I've been dealing with it for years.
Something about his rise. Am I remembering right, or just having go on?
I mean, hold on.
So what's the gig? You meant to come.
Our Lord and Savior wants to tell you everything himself, face to face. But no pressure.
You didn't want to hear it? You needed to hear it, Margaret?
That's right.
Like, Margaret, I acknowledge you every day since I met you. If nothing else, by remembering you.
Why do I gotta go? T-Bug draw straws without me?
T-Bug and Dex go way back. My face is yesterday's news. Well, Dex says he needs to check you. Talk to you.
Guess I got no choice then.
Margaret, did you lose your virginity to me?
Dex is a real deal.
You lost it to old white guys, right?
Don't get me wrong.
Okay, was it super important to you?
Padre or Caco.
Oh, it was. Okay, whatever. You want to know why you're completely bound to them in a I'll do anything they say way. And I'm just like, you ain't going to get me or with that.
Start up.
Okay. I like Margaret. I'm a little bit too logical to deal with. Also, people open me up by being like, meet this girl, now watch her die. From what I understand, they'd like to say she didn't die, but from what also I understand, there's a lot of people kicking out girls right now, so fuck it, what's one more?
Rides like it looks. Factory.
We'll see about that.
We rolling or what?
Let's feel this factory thing, right?
First stop. Ripper Duck. And Holmes. Easy on the gas, huh? I just ate. I was supposed to stop by Vic City, huh?
Margaret, you don't want to hear about this because your child is dead? Is your child my child?
She's so sweet.
Okay, Margaret, is your child genetically my child? Oh, we're going to have an argument about that. Like, this is a yes-no question. Like, I didn't ask if, in the grand scheme of things, is your child my child because, like, you know, like, you can say it's not, and I'll be like, alright. But if genetically it was, then the cops are fucked, Like, the cops are really fucked because they refuse to listen to me. That would allow me to sue the town for a massive miscarriage of justice. We'll pet the pussy. But if the child is dead, because fuck that, that was evidence that Alex was gonna have white kids, and that's a problem. So we killed that, we stuffed you in a hole, and now you just get gang raped. And then every now and again they wheel you out to say, see, he's right over there and he won't talk to you. Then you're a dumbass because you called the cops on me and now you're getting raped by them. So obviously you're with them. Because if you see me on the street and you don't talk to me to go, there's some serious problems with this area, I can't do shit.
Experiencing migraines, nausea, hypersensitivity to bright lights.
Is that somebody fucking dead in the face?
All right, kid. We'll sort you out in a flash. Besides that, how are things?
Need some new kit. With tools, not toys, Vic. Time I pumped up my sights and got a grip.
Really?
Vic,
You get over there.
Next to Deshaun? Well, that is something. Let me guess. Hasn't paid you yet.
not yet, but I'm good for the Eddies anyway. Gotta invest in not fucking up this gig.
Chair, please. Sit down. Relax.
Like, you, Kate, you'll both ask why over and over again. You'll be like, but why? Because you can't get past why and you'll just dwell. Because if you get past why and you go, oh, this is why shit is happening, you would have to acknowledge shit was happening again. But if you just ask why shit is happening, you can be like, whatever.
Doesn't change while I scan. See what's going on inside.
Like, once again, I don't ask Dex why he's trying to shoot me in the fucking face. I just go, oh, Dex, you done tried to shoot me in the face a lot. Holy shit. And then I proceed to try and kill him. Like, case in point, I'll just go down crazy psycho bitches for different reasons. Okay? Megan Winters done being quiche out young, probably by Dave Bush, maybe by friend Bush, maybe somebody in the neighborhood, maybe James on his I secretly hit poussoir every now and again. Like, that's not my issue. Me and Megan, completely okay with each other because we both grew up in real, this is Roned out ways. Megan loves being happy and cheery. Is she happy and cheery? I love seeing her pissed off because it means she at least has the will to be. She gets avocadoed out with Sam Lindedovich, okay? After her military man fails to make him conceive, Sam says, fuck it. You want to go meet some guys with some drugs, get it done? Megan, I know, will be like, yeah, sure, I'll get it done, and then bounce out and not do more drugs, if anything.
Anesthetic. I can feel it.
Like, Sam, you hang out with Danny eternally because you've been with Billy and Danny since young age because Billy and Danny are thrown around to do crazy shit. Billy goes from house to house acting like some young ass punk kid, raping, and then have Danny being like, yo, why are you like this, Billy? And trying to stop it on certain levels. So everyone likes Danny to the good cop, bad cop. But due to people being Slavic, Danny is Danny is Danny is Danny. There are no other Alexes except for Johnny Sins or whoever looks like him that likes to be white Alex in comparison to me being black Alex, which allows you to go, we can do separate but equal because the white people will stay together and the black people will stay together. Except for people like Austin and Ethan who are placed, if nothing else, in Austin's case to resemble me physically and Ethan's case to be my brother to cause the problem of a genetic confusion when everybody's like, why are there all these kids out here? Ethan wants to claim Seal's DNA. That allows Leroy to get in on it, but in the event that Leroy is caught because Ethan is caught being Seal's DNA, like, it's pretty much over. Leroy's upset that his wife keeps getting raped because there's no one to rape at my house, to the point that she has a stroke. Number one offender for that I can think of recognizing is some guy named Art who used to work for my dad, kept trying to come around when I wasn't around. He came around once when I was around. I locked the door on him and said, "Get the fuck out, I don't want your Girl Scout cookies." He went down the road, raped Mrs. Seals, and then Mr. Seals is like, "I as a black cop have to deal with this? As a black cop? Fuck." Damn, bro. So are you a cop first or black first, Seals?
I don't know what to say.
Cause, you know.
So you'll take this and remember the dosage. 2 whiffs now, another 2 in an hour.
Thanks again.
Like, I would run, but I don't have the food in my body. I'm also light enough in a physical sense right now to go straight into fight or flight, which I've done before because people fucked with my life, namely Rachel. Only for me to destroy all her shit and her be like, let's pet the pussy one more time. Only for her to be like, "Why did you do that?" And me be like, "I don't know, feels like you deserved it." And then her go, "You ain't gonna apologize?" And I'm like, "Nope, sent me to fucking brain gravy, enjoy." Then, from what I understand, she miscarried in her own car, or Ethan pissed in her car, and she got mad and blamed it on me and called the cops again. But that ain't my fault. From what I understand, because I was super fit and doing my own thing, it had ruined her life again, because people like Nelson had left her for people like Nikki, and Nikki was trying to ruin my life. Nikki didn't suspect that Nelson would give her herpes. She took the herpes and was like, "Oh, fuck." Which is another person that could be Victoria's fucking, like, dad. This is that guy again. Tiger Claw. Ozeki. Somebody's losing their mind right now? Is it Kashi? Is it Margaret? Is it the cops? Dude, if the cops are losing their mind because I put this all together years ago and been dealing with it for years, and my number one thing is to try and fuck with them back over the last, like, 20 years since I was 17. Oh, no, dude, feel free to lose your mind. I'm gonna fuck up your whole shit. Like I said, y'all should kill me if you don't want me to win. Like, you guys can stifle me here and there and make me completely quiet in certain circles, but once again, it doesn't matter. I'll get out some other way. Like, I know I'm IP blocked by fucking Google for certain shit, because if nothing else, I'll have to use Spanish Google or something like that. That's whatever. You know what's really funny? They're still letting me get out, even in limited bursts. The fact that I'm on YouTube and that shit blew up, and I can't be monetized either way, but I've made it to the front page of, like, YouTube, up until the Queen died, like, a couple hours ago.
It's first place or no place, Dex. Cost is the factor.
Like, my OnlyFans is $49.99 or $49 or whatever, and I know every now and again somebody will just be like, "What's here? This shit blew up mighty fast." So people can buy in, or people can look to OnlyFans overhead and be like, "I'll suck your dick," because that's what really happens in the DMs of OnlyFans. Ketamine is an okay word. Alcohol, piss, blood, urine, rape are not.
Guess it belongs to a court.
Once again, you can't make ketamine casually, like, on the street the way you can make cocaine.
Courts don't deserve special.
And that's something everyone should remember. You get coca leaves, you can make cocaine pretty quick. You want to make ketamine, you got to get a lab.
Work this out. Got a plan?
two things. First, a conundrum with the Maelstrom. Needs active resolve on that. Second, the rendezvous. Simple.
That was like also the number one tip-off.
Who wants to parlay with him?
Like, let's talk about the pipeline. The initial pipeline was Kashi, who hangs out with Rashid, who's actually from Pakistan, not like Rashid E. Muhammad or M. Muhammad, who is like King of Dubai, who comes here anyway to hang out and jump on a train every now and again, cause fuck it. That's Rashid from Dubai's number one thing, to be like, it could be me or the other Ray, but if it's dark enough, I will take responsibility for it. Unless, of course, you're pretty and it's not mine, in which case you're a whore and now I can beat and rape you for marrying me illegally and placating me as if I was some sort of chump, which is just a Yakuza trick. Just, you know, something for you to set up to fail. Like, if he really wanted to call it out, he'd just be like, yeah, I done fucked you with like 3 dudes, you're a whore. Why take it to the point where they have kids? Just be like, bitch, you're a whore. Now you have kids, you gotta pay for them, and suddenly Dubai's dollar is reciprocated.
Now see, Convoy was carrying the Flathead, a little combat bot, a prototype. And I need that bit of high grade. Because if we don't get that bot, we don't get no soccer chip. And we sure as hell don't get no happily ever after. Don't get excited. It's a single use story. Now, I flat out
There you go.
I did so from a gentleman by the name of Rick. I say when, because Rick was the leader. 3 days after we'd sealed our deal, his friend and gangmate once...
Oh, people are amazed that I know the ketamine scheme, and I don't know how deep it goes, but I keep fucking with it. Oh, dude! Nazis are stealing my genes. People have already attempted to, like, rape my dad for his genes in different ways. Raped his first wife, I'll say his first wife while he had his second wife, because my mom's his third wife, or at least on paper. Like, to the point that I'm seeing either Tracy or Grace's kids pop up everywhere. Nah, dude, I'm good. I accept things get mad wild. I think contacting aliens is more eye-opening. Like, knowing for a fact that aliens are out there, and I have enough telekinetic ability to at least if I don't have enough telekinetic ability to rip them up and spread them throughout space, I have enough telepathic ability to make their mind freak out to the point that it was the most horrific thing they've ever experienced as a telepathic being who can look at other people and take them over. And that wasn't on the assumption of me seeing the squid and knowing what to do to tear it apart. It was on the assumption of I know what a squid is and tearing it apart. Oh, this ride is over. Fuck it, we's out.
One more thing. Quiet life.
I'll tell you what. Surviving a blaze of glory can be fucking depressing. Like, every time I really do some wild, crazy shit, and then proceed to go and look at my life and go, how the fuck did I get here?
Dexter, talk to Dex. Come to want to check our pro credit. To me, it feels more like he tangled us up with Maelstrom and Militech. There's this combat bot, military prototype. Maelstrom collected. Then Dex paid to take it off their hands just before the gang goons had to switch up their management.
Stealing something and then selling it to someone else is called fencing, by the way.
That sums it up. Dex wants us to
You fence the goods.
Give the deeds of some military.
Not to be confused with dueling with rapiers, which is also fencing.
And there's the other thing. Gotta meet the client who put the job on the table. Everyone.
What's Dex gonna do? Right around in his limo, check chicks up on the hollow.
Parker wants to meet someone on the crew. Dex gave
So, Rashidi Muhammad, that's the crown prince, Muhammadi Rashid. That is the Dubanian king. Just so you guys know.
Parker. You gotta see her first. See what she's like, what she's after.
In that case, I'll hit the off post.
Why do I call them by their titles and not their names? I'm not familiar with them, even if they're familiar with me. I was raised West Indian. Like, I'm not going to call you by your name unless we're familiar on some level. Like, this is the thing. People have been trying to prove my telepathy for a while, and they have. And, one second.